If I absolutely had to add 9K to any coach's bank account in the next 7 days, this is exactly what I would do. And by the end of this video, it will be very clear how you can do the exact same thing in the next 7 to 14 days, as long as you understand this one simple system that I'm going to show you here in this video. And this came about because I went to this mastermind out here in Bali. And this was just yesterday. One of the guys there who had about 1 million or so followers on Instagram was complaining about the agency that was running his offer was just fucking around. He mentioned that they plan to launch over the course of 2 months, and in the last week they've made him about $2,000. He said they made a sale and a half by having one person piff and one person get on some ridiculous split. So I felt like I had to share this because this is what, honestly, he should do in order to have things be a lot simpler and probably make 20 to 50K in the next 7 days, and probably easier than he's ever done it. And look, if you're thinking that this is going to be some crazy over the top funnel and wild to execute thing, no, you're just beyond wrong. This strategy has worked for hundreds of people before me, and I know it works because I've been doing this for the last however long, and I've made upwards of $400,000 utilizing this as one of my strategies while also generating $30,000 last month. So I'll break down exactly what it is here. For that, I'm gonna silver. So we're gonna have a little whiteboard session here. Now, like I said, this is going to sound beyond simple because it is. I'm gonna show you exactly what you need, which you can probably already get a little sneak peek of, and then exactly what you're gonna do. Now, I broke this down in terms of the what you'll do very simply, so make sure you stay till the end because I'm really going to go in depth on these so that you can just copy me. And this first step here in terms of what you need, a brain. I just want to make sure that I'm emphasizing that I'm nothing special. I'm human with a brain, as are you. Because the only brain aspect that you need is the ability to talk to people. The ability to do what you've already been doing, which gets us to the offer portion. As an online coach, you need a high ticket offer. Yes, you can have as many other products as you want, but if you don't have a fucking high ticket offer, you are just asking to make less money. Now, I know for some people this isn't considered high ticket, and I understand, but I've put this kind of offer at 3 to 6K because that's just kind of the average for the industry right now. And that's okay. There's a reason why this isn't average. It's because it works. Now, if your program is 12K, 15K, 30K, that's okay. Obviously, the strategy will work. I'm more talking to the people who are kind of stuck doing 2 to 10K months, and they just want to have a system and an organized way to consistently pump 30K plus into their business so that they can either pay themselves out how they want, or they can reinvest into the business and grow that empire that they really want. It could be the same way that one of my clients doesn't even touch his product. He doesn't touch marketing, he doesn't touch sales, he doesn't touch fulfillment. He doesn't touch any of it. And he's comfortable pulling in 20, 30K months. He's able to go focus on things that matter more to him as well, outside of just getting his clients results, because he's hired coaches and has implemented systems that allow him to go become an elite athlete for other companies, all because he had an offer and he had a system that allowed him to build around the life that he wants to live. So if you don't have an offer that's at 3 to 6K yet, that's step one. Make it. If you don't have it already, I'm going to show you how you can make it and be super simple with that. Also, I really hope you guys enjoy my drawing of a brain and drawing of money there. Yeah, I'll get to explaining what the fuck that is, but moving on. I'm going to pull this over more because I don't really want to move. So what you're going to do, the exact game plan. Now, I said before that I've kept this quite simple, but I'm going to be diving into it more here. And you'll notice there's only 3 steps. Like I said, this is my game plan for if I wanted to do it in 7 days. If you wanted to juice up these numbers, it really wouldn't be that hard. And really, there's only one catalyst in this whole thing, and I'll explain kind of what that is in a second, so make sure to stay till the end. Step 1, make a special offer. Now, odds are you have a solid offer, especially if you're charging 3 to 6K. What you want to make sure that you are doing is adding something to your offer or changing something about your offer that makes it that much more enticing. Now, let me give you some examples because a lot of you guys are probably going to think really in the box and say, Matthew, how do I make a special offer? Shut the fuck up. So when you are making a special offer, here are some things that you can do. Now, I am thinking very outside the box. So you can do things like offer for the next 10 people who join my program, I will fly to your house and spend a day with you. Banger special offer. Maybe it's for the next 6 people that join my 6-month coaching mastermind, I will give you an additional 6 months for free. Or it could literally be as simple as saying, hey, I have 10 more spots available this month. As soon as those spots are taken, I'm doubling the price. Meaning you're going from 3K to 6K. Basically, all you want to do is have some sort of mechanism that will intrigue people fast, creating urgency around it, creating scarcity around it. Now, you will only know this if you have a very solid offer. So I'll add a card, I think is what it's called on YouTube, to go watch my video about creating offers, because honestly, that is such an overlooked part of coaching programs. People think that they can just sell before the offer. No. You need a vetted offer. It's like 85% of what you're doing here. Now, when making this special offer, it should not take you more than a day to come up with and figure out how to execute. If it's taking you longer, you have a serious fucking problem. Now, step 2, promote to traffic. Now, this really depends on what your traffic looks like. So let's say you are like my friend Tristan, who is having the problem with the agency, and you have 1 million plus across platforms. Guess what? You're doing organic. Even if you only have 1,000, you're doing organic. You are letting the people who actually give a shit about you know that you have something that is special that they want. Obviously, if it's organic, you can use organic. If it's outreach, then it'll be every single person in your Dream 100 or on your outreach list. If it's ads, hey, it means that you are dumping money into ads, probably about 10% of what you are wanting to make if you reverse engineer it, so on and so forth. But the one that people don't talk about is emails. Odds are, if you have a coaching program with a high ticket offer, doing a couple thousand a month, call it between 2 to 10, 5 to 10, maybe even 15, you probably have a decently enough sized email list, probably 100 plus. Guess what? Those 100 plus are probably your most likely buyers. So when I say promote to traffic, I mean promote harder than you have ever promoted. Make sure that people understand you have something that is going away. But Matt, I don't want to hurt my goodwill. Dude, shut up. You're not going to hurt your goodwill, because if you have a good audience, they will see this as your jab, but your jab at helping people. If you have a coaching program that teaches people how to knit, you think Lisa and Lauren don't want to know that you have a coaching program teaching people how to knit? No, because they probably follow you because you knit. Likewise, if you're a business coach, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to let Mark, Jeff, and Alan over there, who are stuck at whatever pain point that your ICP has, you're going to let them know and tell them that you actually have something that can solve their problem, but they need to act fast. Now, the point of doing this is because you skip buying cycles. A lot of people need time to be nurtured, need time to go through things. When you do this type of system, this is obviously like a fast cash type of system, but when you do this system, it weeds out the people who aren't ready to commit. However, it does not get rid of them forever, because rather than it weeding out the people that you don't want, what it does is it attracts the people that you do want. It attracts the people who have been on the fence for the last 2 months. It attracts the people who you know can get crazy results if they just went all in on themselves. Which is why I have this here from day 2 to 6. Obviously, this game plan is over the course of 7 days. So basically for 5 to 6 days, your focus is getting leads to see the offer. And from there, you plug them into your conversion mechanism to make fuck you money. As clearly illustrated by my beautiful drawing of, let's call this person Alex, as he is holding, I think I attempted to draw dollar bills, and he's saying holy F, but that's it. As you guys know, I keep things so beyond simple. All that I've learned over the last 2 years making a lot of money in online education is that as soon as you add complexity to things, things start to fall apart. Now, if you really want to run a successful and large online coaching company, then there's obviously more to that. But if you just want the fastest way to pump cash into your account, I am telling you that this is the easiest, most simple way. The reason for that is because you can take what you've already done and take that momentum and plug it into evergreen, scalable systems, because running things after that get quite easy. So somewhere on here will be a video talking about how I actually went from making $9 an hour to 250-ish bucks an hour, all because I understood exactly what the 3 steps were that I need to follow to actually move the needle forward every day. So go click on that video if you haven't already, because that exact same system has helped basically everyone that I've talked to. It's taken one of my clients who used this method and launched at 70 grand to having a system where he was consistently pumping 50K a month in. Or like I said, my client who doesn't even touch product is able to focus on other areas of his life, but was able to use the capital from his coaching business to go buy his dream car, to go live the life that he wants to live. Because that's the power of online coaching, and systems like this are exactly what will help you win at this game, no matter what scale you're at. So go check out that other video pinned somewhere around here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.